Alright, welcome back to Project Seawolf. We're putting the bowsprit together today. So we got the bowsprit in the back, and I'm at the master craftsman's house. So we got the marine epoxy, and we're gonna put it all together and see what he has to say about the arrangement of everything. And then, yeah, can't believe it's all coming together. Alright, we're in the studio. Lots of lovely pieces of wood. Beautiful view of the sound out there between Kameno and Whidbey. Okay, so we've run the sides of the smaller boards through the joiner, and we've run this side of the larger piece through the joiner. So this side is nice and flat, and that way when we go and finish the other side, we can run it through the table saw, and there's some rough bits on this edge on this side, and we decided that we were gonna take more off of this side than the other, so it made sense to run this through the joiner and this through the table saw to make it nice and smooth and nice finish. And then we also noticed that these small boards have a little bit of a bow in it, but it can be corrected with the clamps. So when we put down the epoxy, we'll clamp it all together, both down and together, to eliminate any of that seam. And with the joiner, it really comes together nice. And with this grain direction, look, it's like kind of like fire, like tongues of flame going forward. So I feel like this should be attached to the hull here, and should be splitting the waves up there. So just how it feels with the grain. Really cool. It's all coming along. So to prevent any chunks getting taken out by when we lift it up off the wood, we put some parchment and paper down, and then we got some scrap pieces of wood that we'll clamp together to get even compression throughout. And this apparatus would be called a strongback, I guess, with the large clamps to clamp them together. So we're gonna try to get this edge as flat as possible, and then the other edge will be our more working edge later. This one smells kind of fishy, but that might be the bay. You want me to put this over
Yeah, you
there?
can just set the paddle on that. That'll be fine when you're done with it. Okay. Okay. I'm going to start about right here, and then you pull it back that way a little bit.
Okay.
It's very flows together very nicely too. I mean, when you look at up here where the wave pattern is gone, I mean, it is flowed together very nicely.
Not so much anymore. Yeah, I was very concerned that I wasn't gonna have enough.
I don't think you should be
now that you've regloved.
Yeah, I just said, I'm gonna go ahead and bring this one up then, and I'll set it on there.
Okay.
Woohoo! Alright, let's even those two up a little bit. A bit of persuasion. Now, what do I need to move? I need the top to move over, don't I?
Yeah, with the tension on the strong back,
It doesn't want to slide very easily.
yeah. But if you do get it, hopefully the tension with what we've done will help hold it.
There. Okay, I think that's good. That was a good tune-up.
Yep.
Just slide it all the way forward, and then the back will flop around on there.
All right, we've got it all clamped together now. The one set of epoxy bottles was plenty enough. We got there's so much dripping in between. I wish I would have brought more epoxy projects or wood projects, because yeah, that some pretty high quality epoxy to use. It spread really nice. It was highly viscous, and it evened itself out as we spread it out, as you probably saw. And we've got lateral pressure from these strong backs, and we've got horizontal pressure from these clamps holding the top two pieces together. So that's all very exciting. See it all come together finally. Now I think I'm gonna spend the rest of the day doing more boat work on the boat, and perhaps doing some fiberglass work. All right, welcome back to the boat. So while the epoxy on the bowsprit is setting, I figured I would get some stuff done on the boat. So now that we have the V-berth pretty much done, man, it feels good. I already went through and checked the hatches. They all fit great, and I put the port in under there. This works great too. I mean, everything turned out fantastic. When I come back up and do all the external hardware, I'm gonna put the mast step back on, clean it up a little bit, find some heavy-duty stainless screws and put that down. These are gonna have to wait for a little bit, but those will also go back on. The cleats, those big forward cleats. Today we're gonna focus on the head area a little bit. So the head is looking pretty good so far. I'm gonna get another small hatch for this to access this storage space in here. I don't want any wasted space. I'm going to tab along here and up in there, and I already cut out these bits to bypass the chain plates so that I can still access and remove the chain plates if I need to, or the backing plates of the chain plates. I've already put a little piece up there, laminated it and put it in. I'm building a shelf out here, so there's going to be a large laminated piece of Divinity cell foam with bioxyl roving on both sides. That'll go here, and that'll be a shelf, nice big shelf. I'll probably put a net over that so that we can store things in there and not worry about it falling in. I've ordered a little hatch for this area and for that hole there. I'm gonna plug up those holes because I don't need them anymore. This latch, again, like all the other latches, is one that catches on your clothes really bad, so I'm replacing that with a push button one.
Hi.
Hello! Dan's here. And I'd like to flatten out this flooring a little bit so that I can put the foot pump for the sink here. And speaking of that, I have the new sink for the head right here, and the basin along with the pump in there. So right now, hello Dan.
Hello.
So this is the panel that I was talking about. That's going to be the new shelf, and that'll go down in the head. And once this side is hard, then I'll flip it over, laminate the other side, and then we'll tab it in today. Amazing. And that'll be the largest epoxy job in the head, I think. So today, I think we're going to be doing a bunch more tabbing. Yeah, I'm gonna do a bunch more tabbing and epoxy. Bring it on, I'm almost done with this forward part of the boat. Dan has seen all my videos going back years. Well, probably all of my videos. So it's interesting, because you guys, if you haven't been on the boat, it's interesting to know what the difference is between seeing the boat in person and seeing the boat online. So what's your first impression of the boat that's different?
Spatially.
It's what?
Spatially different.
It's spatially different.
Lenses capture certain areas spatially, right?
Yeah.
Dimensionally, it's the height's amazing.
What? So like, it looks bigger inside?
It doesn't look as tall in the videos.
Yeah.
You can't see the height in the video.
Yeah, it's like 7 feet plus in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, here. To get a view of the height.
Yeah, it's totally different to see it.
I have to go on my tippy toes to touch.
You could put a loft bed right there.
I could.
Like an RV loft bed.
Well, I'm thinking about putting a hammock in here, a gimbal bed, as they say.
Yeah.
So it's finding a way to put like some U-bolts in places so that, I don't know. I do get seasick, especially when I lay down. So I'm thinking a hammock might help, but yeah, not sure. So, do you want me to just go through the whole boat, or?
On camera?
Yeah, sure.
Really? Okay. You can tell this is impromptu.
Yeah, well, it's all impromptu. So yeah, these are the twin double berths, which is going to be great someday for my kids.
Wider than I thought.
Huh?
Deeper.
Yeah. Wait. There's a cushion that fits right here, so that you can use it as a couch.
Yeah, so you don't bang your head.
But you don't have to have that in, and yeah.
Lay down flatly. So
I'm pretty average height, I think.
6'4" space or something?
About 6 foot, yeah. Yeah, about 6 feet of space.
This was the electrical?
Oh, the radar came down here, and then this used to have like the radio and stuff.
Yeah.
And then that side was the switchboard. When I rewire the boat, we'll see what happens.
You know what's funny too is the main hatch is for the diesel area.
Oh, these?
Looks smaller in person.
They look smaller in person?
Much shorter in person, yeah.
If there's any water in here. Oh, no water. That's good. It's a little dusty though.
You're nod to the Millennium Falcon. People can pop out.
I've got a lot of space in here. I haven't decided what to do with, so probably gonna have a water tank here. The motor's gonna be about here, probably.
You're about that big.
It's
amazingly small. Huh?
I made these recently. I can't stress this enough. maybe the viewers don't know, but this is just extremely difficult to work in. It's so narrow. These will probably be wet lockers, and I'll try to force hot air through them from the stove that'll be here. They make tiny wood stoves, and on my friend's 50-foot boat, that tiny wood stove warmed it up in winter.
The infamous chain plate.
Yep. The V-berth.
Yeah, I hadn't seen the hatches in.
This is my mast step. And that's the new forward hatch. Huh? No, this is stainless.
Okay.
The mast is aluminum. I'm gonna put some Tef gel where it connects so that hopefully it doesn't corrode as much. Little dresser. I have the shelves that fit in there. Yeah, that'll be my little dresser. Those holes up top are for the tiny vacuum plates or washers for the head sail track that I'll probably put back on. And then that was wires from the mast, but they had the wires go in through 2 holes.
Is your box still there? It's gone.
Yeah, I took the box off because it leaked like a sieve, so I'm gonna redesign it.
Are you gonna pop in openable portholes?
These, maybe. I haven't decided. I don't usually like to sleep in the view berth, but it has all the like storage and amenities, so.
Are you gonna use these quadrants?
Those are the quadrants for the steering, yeah.
Oh god, there's no sink anymore.
There's no toilet. But it's because I don't have one yet. It's gonna be a shelf. There's gonna be a net over the front. This is bypassing the chain plates, and this is gonna get tabbed to the hull so nothing can roll back behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And then to access the storage behind here, you can go in through here, or I've ordered a hatch just like the one in the dresser that will open like a door here, and then you can access in there. And I've got a hatch coming for that hole and this hole. This hole is more for access to the bolts that will bolt down the next toilet head. And that hole will probably access some plumbing. Alright, catch you later.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Dan.
You're gonna be trying to sleep somewhere in this boat. You realize that? And your kids, they're gonna be like this high, are gonna be running around doing that, keeping you awake from this design choice that I haven't seen on many boats.
I need to reinforce this from the bottom because there's nothing to support it underneath, so it just wobbles. And then I also want to add some reinforcement under here because there's nothing under these bulkheads. The mast sits on whatever this beam is, and that gets distributed to the hull. Yeah, something hard. Something really hard in there. Yeah. We got the freezer. Yeah, the whole thing is a freezer.
Humongous.
It is huge.
It's humongous.
I'm gonna have to create kind of like a gimbaled frame for the cooking in here. Floor space underneath is an open book. I could do anything with it. But yeah, there's gonna be some storage down here. I'm just gonna have to make sure that stuff sits kind of like maybe in like a net basket or something off the floor, just in case any water flows in. This boat needs to be power washed inside and out. I need to take everything out.
Filters and
This is the fridge condenser, yeah, and it's ready to be rewired up. But yeah, I've never taken this out. I figured it'd be a huge pain. And then in here is just some more cleaning and epoxy stuff for now, but it's gonna have the plumbing for this. All right, this shelf is wedged in here pretty good now. So I'm just gonna laminate over the top of that and put some tabbing along there. Before I start doing any tabbing though, I'm gonna wanna take the finger sander and rough up that edge there along up here so that I can get the tabbing done there as well at the same time. Cutting out this hole is gonna have to wait, but I could cut out that one and start cutting out that one. I also need to grind the floor a little bit and smooth it out some and potentially add more material to flatten it out better. So let's get started. Oh my gosh. This is the first time in a while I've broken a sweat. All right, let's take a look. So we've tabbed in this top bit. Got the cutout so that I can still work on the chain plates if I have to. Yeah, this is all tabbed in down here as well. Excuse that paintbrush sticking out. This is all gonna get cut out, so if anything sticks to it, it's just gonna get cut out. The paintbrush is holding up a plank, and the plank is holding up this floor, or this shelf, so I just need a little bit more leverage with the added weight of all the epoxy, so that's what that's doing. And then down here we've got the new floor. Once that sets, I'm gonna take an orbital sander and sand it flat, and then I'll probably put some chop strand over the top. I cleaned up this flooring and added some thickened epoxy in places that I think it needed, and then I put in filler circle cookies into those holes and put thickened epoxy in there so it all sits. I made it super thick batter, so it hasn't moved, which is amazing. Oh, okay. Well, thank you to everybody on my Patreon. Thank you to everybody watching on YouTube. You guys are really making this project happen. I'm very stretched thin right now, and so every little bit is helping me a ton. Still a small channel, still doing things on really tight budget, so putting the bowsprit together and getting the backing plates and topping plate really broke the bank this month. So thank you to everybody on Patreon. You guys have been helping out a ton, and I love talking to you guys and sending you stuff, so thank you. Next time we're probably going to be working on the head some more. Dan is just about to launch in 2 days, so luckily he was able to extend his launch date, and he has a little bit more time to get things together before he hits the water. In the next episode, we're also going to be unclamping the bowsprit and seeing how that all turned out and cleaning it up. So an episode pretty similar to this one. I'm on a roll, I'm getting things done, and I'm pretty happy about it. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned. This boat is going to get done sooner than you think, I think. Like Topher on Sailing Mig says, is you put a little bit of effort everywhere and eventually it all blooms like a flower, and I think we're getting to that point because I feel like it's all coming together. Alright, see you next time.